I'm going to be talking about the making of the animated short film that I posted last week called The Chase. So if you haven't watched it, go check that out first. At the end of the film, there's like this jingly cat toy, and then the forest kind of like fades into a room instead. And like the whole point of that was like, it was a plot twist basically. Like the cat was just imagining that the whole adventure that it went on, like the butterfly was actually just the cat toy, and that was kind of what I was going for. I've definitely never really made a short film like that before. I think this is like my first time basically. I mean, for a first try, I think that I did pretty well. Of course, the story was very simple and a lot of the animation was pretty simple, but I hope to make more advanced animations with different softwares, and also make longer films, I guess. And I think I do want to kind of introduce that into this channel as well. The whole point of this was for like a school project. Our art class, our first project was to create something that describes us and also kind of shows off our best skills. So I was trying to show off like my digital art skills as well as my videography skills. So that was shown through like my digital paintings and all of the drawings that were involved. The videography skills, I try to show what I could do in After Effects with the animation, as well as like a lot of the visual effects, so like the sound effects and the lighting and stuff like that. And like I guess it kind of does describe me, because I guess I'm quite like the cat and I'm really curious about things. I also stay pretty determined to things, and I always want to know what's going on. And for the time frame, I think I did pretty well. I spent most of the other days kind of planning out how I was going to do everything, so I only had about like Thursday night and like Friday morning to the afternoon to kind of finish that up. So, like start and finish it, I mean. So I guess for the time frame and the pressure, I think I did pretty well. The drawing progress took me about 4 hours. I drew everything in Medibang, the characters, the backgrounds, and everything. The backgrounds were mostly like watercolor paintings, while the characters were lineless art with a bit of shading on it, depending. And of course, there was a lot of things I had to draw, and I was like making a little checklist and trying to like get everything done. I also drew everything in segments, especially the characters. So like the cat, I drew all of its legs and its eyes on separate layers, and then I was just saving them as PNGs, so I can put them into After Effects and put them on top of each other so I can move them all separately. And like once I got into After Effects, I think the editing process took me 3 hours, so in total the entire project kind of took me about 7 hours, more or less 7 hours. So like how I kind of edited it, I guess different portions I edited in different ways. So the eyes, I kind of just masked them, and I kind of changed the mask shape, and I did a lot of keyframing for each one. So like, and most of the keyframing was very simple. It got from one place, then back to the other place, and then back where it originally started for most of the animations. And like for most of it, I was kind of just like using rotation, and I was changing kind of like the point where it pivots, I guess. So like the ears, I would move the pivoting point to where the cat's head was, and then I would just kind of rotate it from there a bit, and I kind of just gave the illusion of animation. A lot of it was mostly just like looping rather than like complete motion, I guess. And I guess the hardest part was mostly just the sound effects and the music. I think I did that portion off camera, and it was very time consuming, and I was just messing around, and I would think, the footsteps especially, I thought they were too loud at some point, and then I would re-watch it and I would be like, oh wait, that's way too quiet. And that took a lot of tweaking. I think that's where most of the editing time kind of went into. But yeah, so I hope you guys really enjoyed that, my first short film, I guess. I'm very quite proud of it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, which is probably going to be story time. So I've actually created a TikTok for my art. I'm planning to do like a daily like anatomy practice for drawing series. So you can definitely check that out. It's sparkerx_, kind of the same as my Twitter and Instagram, which I also update on, so go check those out. And I probably need to update my intro and outro for that.